and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. I'm really excited for this video, so I'll be jumping right into it. Today, I'm making a sketchbook which I promised you guys that I'll show, so here I am today. I usually use paper pads or huge sketchbook papers for my notebooks. I don't like using big pages because first of all, not only are they difficult for me to complete, they also lead to a lot of wastage of paper in my opinion, since I'm someone who likes to either have really small doodles on one small page or just one drawing on it, but with huge pages it's really bothersome to draw them or leave the blank space as it is. Now that I have my papers, I'm going to align them and cut off the excess part. I genuinely find this part so tedious, so I'm just going to speed it up. Now I'm dividing and cutting the pages in half. Since this part is again quite repetitive, I just filmed a time lapse for it. Okay, so now comes the absolute worst part when making this sketchbook. Punching the holes, which is my nightmare. Thing is, I have this double hole puncher instead of a single punch, and that makes it too difficult to get equidistant holes. I struggled with it for a good 15 to 20 minutes, and mind you, this was very late at night, like around 11:30 p.m. and I was tired from university, so I had like zero brain cells. You can also clearly see some weirdly punched holes on the pages. I did figure out the right way to do it, but even then the hole punch was really annoying to work with. Now I'm moving on to tying the pages together using wire. I wanted something sturdy since there are a lot of pages, but you'll see why it was not the right decision later on in the video. Yeah, so while I was satisfied and moved on to making the cover, I realized I totally messed up and the sketchbook doesn't lay flat, which is a huge pet peeve, especially of artists. And oh my god, that was so frustrating. I've never struggled with this so much in my life, but things weren't going my way at all. I just removed the wire and then immediately replaced it with thread, which worked wonders. Also, I had some red scrap paper lying around, so I just used that to make my sketchbook cover. I usually keep the covers blank, but I had this gym and postcard on my table, so I just pasted it on top. And you know what? I've noticed almost all of my sketchbooks are red. Like literally. I always like to have a theme or dedicate my sketchbook to something like feelings, for example, and so I always write them on the first page. This is my 11th sketchbook, by the way. Pretty sure though this is an underestimate, but whatever. The next day, I wanted to try out the sketchbook, so I went outside and started sketching. It was so nice to sit in the sun and draw, but the only problem is it's a bit difficult to sit on the ground and draw. paper was also really soft and nice to work with. I haven't had a good sketchbook for drawing since quite a while now, and it's mostly because I use paints or inks. Now I'm moving on to the outlining with a marker. But not gonna lie, I honestly think I would have preferred if I didn't use the bold marker for the leaves. But it's okay, I was just testing it out and I wanted to experiment with my fine liners. Since I was getting tired, I went back inside and completed a sketch in my room. And with this, we're almost done. So I'll be using the sketchbook more often now just to doodle or make a mess since I'm always really uptight about what I draw. So it's always a good thing to let yourself loose and allow yourself to make some mistakes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and come back next Sunday. Bye bye.